love desserts. And honestly, probably a little bit too much so. My favorite treat is definitely a cupcake. I feel blessed to have grown up in a family where my mom was born and raised an Italian. She taught me to value cooking and entertaining, something that I too have become passionate about. Some of my fondest childhood memories are baking in the kitchen with her. Since coming to college, at times I have felt boxed in with nowhere to go. Living in the dorms for a second year has been limiting, to say the least. And although it makes me appreciate the lifestyle I have back home, it also makes me homesick. I feel like my passions in life have been put on hold and replaced by a constant amount of student responsibilities. But there is one outlet that gives me a little taste of home. That's baking. Whenever schoolwork starts to get the best of me, I head to the grocery store in hopes to find ingredients that will create a dessert that will satisfy my sweet tooth and my craving for home. Once I've gathered the items that I need, I head to my little piece of heaven on campus, the kitchen. The excitement I feel when I open up the package of cake mix and the can of frosting melts away my thoughts about school. I guess who would have thought that mixing a few simple ingredients together could create something so delicious? I love taking what I have absorbed from years of baking with my mom and putting them into practice, along with learning new techniques on my own. Baking feels a lot similar to what my times have been like at college so far. Upon entering, I felt like a bunch of random, separate ingredients. The ingredients started to blend together, though, my freshman year, and created a platform for my next 3. I now feel like I am in the baking process, where the batter is rising, reaching the point of perfection. The heat from the oven is my motivation and drive to stay focused and do well in school. I can only hope that when graduation rolls around in 2 years, I will be a frosted and decorated cupcake that went from a few simple ingredients to a culinary masterpiece. The one thing I dislike the most about baking, I must admit, is the waiting part. The feeling I have when a dessert is baking in the oven can be described as a perfect balance between fear and excitement, hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. After the anticipation is over and the cupcakes have cooled, I get to frost and decorate. And although I do not have the means of decorating like I do back home, I still enjoy turning a baked cupcake into a frosted and yummy looking treat. Then comes the best part, savoring the taste of a homemade dessert that of course reminds me of home. Do what you love and love what you do, and do it often. For me, that's baking.